going to do the next one as a mental mapping exercise, right? This will be the most confusing thing of the day. We're doing it first while your brain is mid-Sunday fresh. Yeah? So let's say we have it here. One of the many escapes that somebody can affect is even if I've got pretty good pressure on him and I'm preventing him from cornering, is he may manage to pendulum swing his legs in and away, and in that void he may start to push me, and I start to fall back in varying degrees. At any point in that equation, I can frame up my fulcrum leg and piston kick out this leg, right? So if I didn't care about, if I thought I was going to lose it anyway, and I went like that, right? There's tremendous potential for damage. I could cross at any point, even if that happens. And then now most of the time people think, well, now I'm screwed. What am I going to do here, right? I still had his face. Woohoo! Up Joe, right? But there are also options. If I see as he's starting to come on top of me that I can frame to keep him away, I can attack the face or whatever. But if I want to escape without losing this, as an exercise, we're going to try to keep that as tight as we can in a bad position. Notice his arm is on an angle, sliding out. So what helps me, I could readjust this all day long, it's never going to be good because this isn't high enough. But when I bring this high enough, I bring more weight onto me. It gets heavy here. So I'm going to take this inside hand and I'm going to go under. And now I'm going to look to see how I can flip him without losing this. Now the key is that my other knee is going to stop his face. That's what's going to keep him respectful. And now there's a good potential for adjusting. Lots of stuff I can do. I could pin, I could grip, I could cross turn and lean for a good armbar as well. Just as a mapping exercise. It's quite interesting how this one comes out when you least expect it. The moment there's cloth involved, like a gi or a jacket that you can hold on to, or a gi and a jacket, it's much easier. So I'm going to get into a position, both butt cheeks, where I can pistol kick. His weight is coming. I always have to move this frame arm under. Has to be here. Has to, right? But how you use this hand is up to you. Some people like to curl the head. Some people like to go for a inverse Japanese necktie, whatever you want. Pull him over. He's still between my legs. If he tries to pull out, I'm going to occupy the armpit. I can be back here again, right? So here, I could pin him on his belly. See me snaring over here. If Darren tries to get out, I could use face or arm, stop him, right? Push his face away. Get on top. So there's lots of different variations. You could go from Kesa to Kesa, from this position. I could grip it, just return all the way over back into it. Or I could choose halfway through. If you're not so tight here, grip it however you want. Hold it. As soon as he gets here, he wants to go. See, he wants to go away from me. I can always follow him and go back to a Kesa. But if I keep him on his belly, catch that other arm, push his face away, I can choose to keep him here. Does that make sense? So you're just going to play. Ian, let me steal it for a sec so you can see it. The easiest thing to do, keep this as tight as you can. Go from one cheek to two. So when I piston kick, I see what that's like, right? I will lose it. I lose the squeeze. So at that point, I usually will figure four. Even if I only have his humerus. I go under his armpit, I can control. End up in an inverse. Time. I can hold on to it physically. I can squeeze my leg. Keep him on his belly if I wish. Wrist compression. Move from this position. What do you feel like doing? Yeah. He's always going to push and try to roll, right? If he did, one, I could stop it by blocking it, keeping this. But if he did roll up, where do you end up? You haven't left, so you haven't lost anything.
Can I see Kesa to Kesa one more time?
Kesa to Kesa. He ends up here on his belly. Watch. Bring his leg around his head. So this is going to keep him on his back. So you got to squeeze that leg all the time. Try.